Training transfer is coming to FC Mobile. Let's take a look at what we can expect. Hey guys, finally he sleeps here. We're back with another FC Mobile video. Let's take a look into training transfer. It is coming June 11th. The main focus of this is it requires in-game currency, training transfer points. These will be earned through various in-game activities. So basically, like, you'll be able to buy them in the store, Star Pass, etc. Basically, think of them like how we get universal rank players. There will be a new button added. You can see it there on the bottom on your team screen, which is, it's a bit clunky, honestly. It's training transfer. It doesn't fit. You can tell this was added in much later into the game. It's where you're choosing the player you're wanting to use as the XP donor, not the target. So this is the sacrifice player. So most likely they're not going to be someone in your current team. So we'll have to see how this actually plays out. But that's where the button is that you can choose to transfer training from this target player. Next, you'll be choosing the target player. This is who will be receiving the XP. You can only transfer enough XP for them to hold. So if you have a level 30 training fully ranked player and are transferring it to a double ranked player that maxes out at 15, you can only transfer 15 levels. So right here we have Maldini with no ranks. He can only hold 5. So we're taking this player who is regularly at 15 rank, and if you're maxing out Maldini, it drops him from 15 to 4. This is nice in this case because it means the remaining XP isn't wasted or held over in overage on the target player. In case you ever ranked up that target player in the future, there would be XP held there. It's not how it works. It only transfers what that new player can hold. It just remains at the donor card. And as you can see, as their training drops and the new target training goes up, the stats adjust accordingly. There is also a 10% tax on the transfers too. That means if you have a level 30 and are transferring it to another fully ranked card, you can only get to level 29 due to that 10% tax. The number of transfer points required increases by how much XP you're sending over as well. As you can see here, we're only transferring 5 training levels to Maldini, and the cost is only 50 in this example. But if we go higher and we go here, this is transferring everything. It looks like 1,600 points. Now, this is all in the leak phase of the training transfer, so we don't know exactly how these points are going to work out. This could change at its actual release. There are a few things we do not know yet. Number one, how hard the training transfer points will be to acquire. In other words, how much cash are you going to have to drop to claim them? The second thing we don't know is, do you have to transfer everything the target is able to hold? The assumption is yes, and if so, strategy does come into play. So like in all of the examples that EA let us see, they're transferring all of it, and it doesn't look like there's any kind of component where you can choose how much you're transferring. If the player can hold level 20 of transfer and your player has at least level 20, it's gonna send everything over there. That's what we're expecting. And the third thing, what happens if you have a player that already has training as your target? Do you transfer XP on top of the existing training, or does it override it? Now, this is an old mechanic that could resurface, so we need to experiment a bit on the 11th when this whole thing is released. That's training transfer. I hope this information helped. I'm excited for this to be added only because I think it's going to shut up some people that have been complaining about it. Personally, I don't think this is going to affect the market in a positive way. I think this is just placating the people who have been training players and are on the top end of things, or those that aren't working the market that don't have a stockpile of coins and are worried about it. Somebody like me, training transfer really isn't going to affect me at all. I'm running a theme squad, so this really hasn't come into play for me at all. But if you're one of those people who are new to the game and are frustrated with not being able to transfer your training, this is going to help you tremendously. If this helped you, make sure you subscribe here at YouTube, turn on notifications so you never miss when an FC Mobile video goes live. I'm finally he sleeps. As long as you guys keep showing up, I'll keep making videos.